What is up, guys? It's Slay here, and welcome back to another World of Warships gameplay. And today we are in the Tier 6 British King George battleship class. It is the one and only Duke of York. And today we are going to start off the video by looking at this beautiful, majestic ship. So what's so special about the Duke of York, you might say? It is just another King George class. Well, you might just be saying that many times, but what's so unique about this Duke of York is, well, sonar. And while it is one of the first battleships to be introduced into World of Warships Legends with a sonar, it's really unique how the sonar can be used, since as you can see with my setup, we have two heals, or should I say two powerful heals, and two interesting unique sonar. Now the sonar could be used for, hunting for destroyers, but mostly to find those torpedoes is what your purpose of the sonar is going to be, most likely. Now we have a Minsk here, and we are going to load up the HE here and try to do what the British HE does so well, and is, melt these destroyers with HE. And we're going to show why, you just don't want a British battleship to shoot HE at you, of course, as we set a fire there and get 5,000 damage. The midst is, out of our way here. Pretty much, Russian destroyers are, or not all of them, but most of them are, pretty much suicide boats, 4 kilometers torpedoes. So yeah, we really questionable move there by the Russian battleship and the other team. Now we're still going to be loaded with HE. As you can see, that the King George, Queen Elizabeth, Duke of York, they haven't introduced the other King George class. I think it's Prince of Wales, and majority of the British cruisers are really fantastic in HE damage, because they mostly, I think it's top 2, mostly are known for their HE. I think it is behind the Japanese that the British have the most powerful HE. So what you're pretty much going to be using in this Duke of York is HE, since it's really powerful. It has around a 49% to maybe get it to a 53% chance of setting a fire with no hesitation, of course. Now we already set 2 fires with 24,000 damage as we set another fire there. Now we have a Colorado over here, and one of the most bizarre things about this ship is its armor structure. Now a 406mm gun ship like the Simpon could definitely, silo me through the deck. Any other tier 7 battleship out there can definitely silo me through the, deck, even if I was going out tanking, of course. So you got to be really careful in how you position yourself. Even if you angle yourself really well, you're most likely going to take a pretty, harsh damage there, as the California gets us there for around 6,000 damage. Now here's when the sonar comes in play. Now we have a Z-35, which is another really good sonar ship there, and AP ship there. So using his sonar along with my sonar is really a useful tactic to find these destroyers. Now we're going to push forward. The reason why I'm pushing forward is, well, first we need to prevent this destroyer from capturing the cap here, and second, there is no reason for us to stay in the back when literally our team is pushing forward. we're going to get this Akatsuki for 5,000 damage, and while he does launch his torpedoes, we do manage to sonar ourselves into a sticky situation. Now, this sticky situation is really, I could have probably done something different, but you know, we're going to just take these 3 torpedoes and just damage control along with health. Use one of our health controls there. So we are still spotted. It's most likely the Fiji that's spotting us. But don't worry, we have the Colorado and the California behind the mountain, so there's no issue there. We're gonna push forward and we're gonna try to ask for some support. Now, why am I asking for some support if I'm pushing ahead? Well, a destroyer like the Z-35 has a 5.0 concealment, so if the Akatsuki is running a, let's say, a 4.7 build, the sonar from the Z-35 will pick up the Akatsuki and will help us find the Akatsuki and bring it down. Now, the Akatsuki is nowhere to be found here since we are capturing B, which is a good thing. And one of the reasons you see in the scoreboard why I'm so high up is I captured this cap. Now, the Akatsuki smartly does throw these torpedoes, predicting what could have been my next move. But instead, I decided to hide behind the mountain, thinking that the Akatsuki was behind this mountain. Now, we're still spotted by the plane, most likely by the Colorado or the California. We do have a Fiji over here, and knowing that the Fiji has some powerful torpedoes, we do not want to go and continue going straight at a diagonal position. We do want to make ourselves smaller and go vertical, so that's what we're gonna do. Now, we have a position to shoot at the Fiji, and we do, but it's not enough to Citadel him. But the Z-35 finishes our job anyways. We're up to 72,830 damage, which is, you know, pretty average. Not much, nothing special. I mean, it is a pretty average game with the Duke of York, and most likely would see better games in the Duke of York. But I do want to, you know, show this video for the people who, you know, are, you just want to know how a Duke of York player likes to play the ship. I mean, I'm not a really good Duke of York player. I mean, I wouldn't recommend brawling like I am right now, but since it's just 2 of them, it's whatever. I mean, I see Duke of York of a more support ship. I don't see it as a brawler ship, and I don't really see it as a range ship. I feel like it should be more of a ship that stays in a range with other battleships. And the reason for that is because its armor structure is really weak, that it literally gets shredded by 203mm guns, HE and AP wise, due to the fact that it has, I think, around less than 30mm of armor. So pretty much anything above 356mm guns is going to do a lot of damage to the armor structure and everything. We did run into the Z-35 torpedoes there, which is, you know, unfortunate for him because he was most likely going to finish this Colorado. Now we're gonna do a rookie mistake here, and we're gonna see what we did here was stupid of us. Now, whenever you are, you know, shooting at broadside and you have to turn, do not angle yourself back in like I did there in the Colorado. Fortunately, does not hit our Citadel. Do not angle in, angle out, so he could do at the minimum damage that this, you know, Colorado can do. And we have the Akatsuki there spotted for a second, but he is no longer spotting us. Now we're going to do a little strategy here. We're going to push ahead towards the destroyed Colorado. Reason for that is this Akatsuki was spotted and is sending towards this way. I want to use the Colorado as a little shield, pretty much man shield, in case he does send it this way.
Torpedoes, direct front.
And just like that, we did predict the Akatsuki's torpedoes there. And we're going to avoid those torpedoes. We have our sonar on, trying to look for this Akatsuki. Akatsuki's probably around C at the moment. So we're trying to alert the others that the Akatsuki might be coming their way. Now, we have our 3 caps. It's just one Akatsuki. This game is pretty much wrapped up. Unless the Akatsuki could sink about 4 ships in under a minute. And that would be probably the best miracle I ever seen by a destroyer. Unfortunately, our sonar is going to run out. And I must say that sonar in this battleship is really beautiful. It's one of those things that where you could just sit in smoke, not shoot, and see if a destroyer's like coming your way. It's pretty much what a destroyer would do. Is hide in their smoke, use sonar, and see if the ship is coming closer, and then just hitting it when it comes close. Another unique thing is, the gun loadout of this ship is sort of similar to the King George. Pretty much, you have quad turret on the front, and you have a quad turrets on the back, and then along with the quad turrets, you have a dual system gun in the front. So it is pretty much 6 guns in the front and 4 in the back, making it 10 guns in total. And they do reload at a pretty, if questionable reload, 30 seconds now. I don't know if you want to, consider that to be buffed up to maybe 27, but who knows. And these guns do pretty hit hard. When I first got the Duke of York, I did have some problems with the arc of how this ship shoots. The reason why is because it's really different from the other battleships. It's like playing another battleship for so long and then trying to play the Americans. And the Americans' arc is really, really different from the other battleship. So it's something you need to get used to and understand, of course. Now the Akatsuki spotted here. I tried to lob a shot over the mountain, and the Z-35 fortunately gets us. Z-35 is a really good destroyer. And back to what I was saying, the arc about the King George is really unique as well. Now we're top of the leaderboard, and you might be saying you got no kills, but yet you're on top of the leaderboard. We did get the high caliber medal, along with Captain B, which is all we need to get top of the leaderboard there. Now we did do pretty good damage there, 111,765, along with 6 fires, 21 target hits with our secondaries, 45 targets hit there. 473,422 credits since it's a premium ship at a tier 6. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and I'll see you guys on the next one.